So looking at this question, we want to find f inverse. So what is f in this case? F of x is also given to be x squared minus x minus 2x, and the x is greater equals to 1. So let's work with f of x. F of x is x squared minus 2x, where x is greater equals to 1. So we call this y equals to x squared minus 2x. We have 4 steps. The first step is to solve for x in terms of y, because we're looking for f inverse. So here we have to use completing the square method. So this is going to be 2 minus 2x plus 1 minus 1. Because you take half of the square of what? Half of the square, half of the coefficient of x, you divide it by 2, which is minus 1. Then you square it, you add it, and you also subtract it. Now, with these, you can write these 3 terms as what? As x minus 1 all square. Then you have minus 1. So this is our y. It's another way to rewrite y. Now with this, it becomes easier for us to solve for x in terms of y. So if you take 1 to the other side, minus 1, you have y plus 1. And this will give us x minus 1 all square. And we can go ahead to take the roots of both sides. So you will have root of x minus 1 all square. Now, this is the square roots, the even index, and even roots. So this becomes absolute value of x minus 1. And then this is root of x plus 1. Now we have a condition. Don't forget this condition. This is x greater equals to 1. So with this condition, we know that this is going to be always positive. It means you're taking x to be from 1 to infinity. Now, since the content of this absolute value is non-negative, it means we can remove the absolute value without any problem. So this is just going to be this. So what is x now? You can solve for x. We will have root of y plus 1 plus 1, it's equals to x. So it means that our x is what? Root of y plus 1 plus 1. Now, what else can we write? We can actually write this to be what? So y, we can interchange now between x and y. So y is just what? Root of x plus 1 plus 1. Then this y is the same thing as our what? As our f inverse. So f inverse of x is equals to root of x plus 1 plus 1. Now, if you compare these and what? Compare this with what you have initially. Look at what you are given. We are told that f inverse is equals to this. So compare these two. F inverse of x equals to root of x plus a plus what? Plus b. And what does that mean? It means that a is going to be what? 1. And b also is going to be 1, because a is the coefficient of x. And you can see what is the coefficient of x here is, not the coefficient, but look at it, the constant term inside the what? Inside the root. So it is 1, and the constant term outside the root is also 1. So with this, we can end and say a plus b is just equals to 2. So a plus b is equals to 2 is the final answer to this question. And that is A.